From MTN News, this is Montana This Morning.
This year, Bozeman voters will be asked to choose between two candidates for City Commission. So we sat down with the two candidates, the incumbent, Jennifer Magic, and Roger Blank. We're going to ask them some big questions in about 5 minutes.
I'm Jonathan Ambarian at the state capitol. Montana homeowners are starting to receive their property tax bills, and state lawmakers are continuing to take a closer look at the property tax system.
There's no question about it, the weather plays a role in the general hunting season. I'm Chet Lehman. Coming up this week, we're going to take a look at how the first 2 weekends shaped up here for hunting season in Region 3.
Thousands of school districts across the country are losing dozens of librarians. I'm Skyler Henry in Delaware with why that is and the push to change course.
Alrighty, 6:31, excuse me. Look at that beautiful
great,
sunrise
yeah,
over
it's
the mountain
wonderful.
range. I love it.
By the way, Chet talking about hunting always brings the thought of Bugs Bunny.
Yes, I get
wabbit
wabbit
season.
Yeah, I'm hunting wabbits.
Wabbits. Looks like we're doing quite well this morning, mostly 30s, a little bit of cloud cover. Our chances of rain really picking up as you get into the he's not up, he's not watching, we're okay.
He's asleep, Layman's asleep.
Spotty showers by the noon hour, heavier showers for the afternoon and evening. Does include some high mountain snow, but I don't think that's going to be overall impactful for the potential. Look at that beautiful sunrise.
Gorgeous.
It is gorgeous this morning. Temperatures should top out near 50. You may want to pack the umbrella as you step outside for the afternoon and evening. We'll talk more about the impacts this will have for the rest of the week in just a few minutes.
All right, thank you very much, Matt. Now, Billings city leaders are looking to tackle gang violence after a deadly week that left 4 dead, including a 1-year-old and an 18-year-old football player. Billings Police Chief Rich St. John says the gangs are on the rise in Billings and have been tied to some of the 3 shootings in the last week. Billings Police Chief says that they are raising enforcement to combat gang and gun violence. A community vigil was held over the weekend to remember the 4 victims who were killed in the last week.
It's violence, it's senseless. A lot of those who have been shot or doing the shooting are children.
And Billings police say they have identified more than 300 adults and 60 juveniles with gang affiliation. And this year, Bozeman voters will be asked to choose between 2 candidates for City Commission. We sat down with the 2 candidates, the incumbent, Jennifer Magic, and Roger Blank. We asked each what they think is the biggest issue facing Bozeman.
Well, for one thing, the ordinance is not needed. The city has refused to enforce their own laws. If they enforced their own laws, we wouldn't need this ordinance.
Housing and our cost of living, when you don't have adequate housing to meet the needs of your residents, things really start to break down. And I think we're seeing that. We're seeing that in our workforce, our quality of life with congestion, as people have to live further and further away.
Regarding the urban camping ordinance, the candidates are split.
We had on the books before this new ordinance. This new ordinance is fatally flawed. It has to be revisited, and there has to be real teeth to it. The city, now, it's a political decision also. If the city wants to allow urban campers, the city can say, all right, we're going to pick a specified area, we're going to allow them to stay.
Accommodate people and make sure people are safe. Yeah. Not only those who are living on the street, but those who are conducting businesses in the proximity and so forth. So there's so many different factors going on, and we really have to look at an issue like that comprehensively and make sure that we're taking care of everyone's needs.
If elected, each of the candidates say they have a plan.
Walkable, bikeable community while adding housing in a way that doesn't destroy all of that. In fact, it enhances our community. And I think that there's ways to do that. And I think we have a lot of creative people in our community.
People like myself who feel largely now disenfranchised from the current administration. I do believe there need to be changes made in City Hall. For example, the commission, the mayor, although has the title mayor, is really, she is just an equal voice on the commission. The city
For Edgar's full report, you can head over and check out our website. Now, the election will take place tomorrow, the 7th, and the deadline to drop off your ballot is going to be 8 o'clock tomorrow in person. Now, for some statewide headlines, residents across Montana are starting to see their final property tax bills. And for the first time since the spike in assessed property values announced earlier this year. MTN senior political reporter Jonathan Amberian found property taxes were again a major topic of discussion at a legislative committee meeting last week.
The Montana Legislature's Revenue Interim Committee is in the midst of studying property taxes in the state, as they remain top of mind for many Montanans. At a meeting Thursday, lawmakers talked about their own tax bills and how the increases in taxes compared to the increases in their property's taxable value reported by the state this summer.
What is becoming apparent, I think, to everybody is if your property went up 43%, that doesn't necessarily equate to your taxes going up. In fact, from county to county, there are significant differences in how much tax bills went up. And I think that points to the direction as to what's going on in that particular county, what local budgets are happening, what's going on with other taxable values.
Leaders said one challenge is comparing property tax data between counties, since they don't all use the same systems. The committee also heard an update on the tax rebates that went out to property taxpayers this year. The state received just under 230,000 applications for rebates and approved 215,000, for a total of more than $141 million returned. Department of Revenue leaders told the committee they plan to look over the data and see what went well and what they can improve in the application and outreach procedures.
So it's important for us that as we go into next rebate season, we build off our successes and then we work on the things that we need to work on.
In 2024, homeowners will again be able to claim up to $675 in a rebate on their primary residence. In Helena, Jonathan Amberian, MTN News.
And hunting season is in full swing across the state. And while it's too early to predict how successful hunters will be in Region 3 this year, this week MTN's Chet Lehman discovers a slow start to the season doesn't always mean a slow finish.
We're a couple weeks into the general hunting season, and as far as weekends go, it's been the tale of two scenarios. Opening weekend, unseasonably warm. The second weekend, bitter cold. That being said, FWP says so far the season has actually been pretty average.
Usually mild weather means lower hunter success during the general season, but even starting out we had pretty good success overall for hunters. And then it jumped right into winter weather conditions, and so even despite the significant change in weather, we've actually seen pretty steady success and pretty steady hunter numbers through the general season so far.
Much of the information FWP gets comes from hunters themselves. That's why Jacobson says it's so important for hunters to stop at those game check stations. Your future hunting opportunity depends on it.
So when hunters stop by a check station, they're talking about how long they've been out, whether they were able to harvest something, what did they observe while they were in the field, and getting a sense of, across hundreds of hunters that our biologists talk to, they start to be able to put together a picture of how hunting season is playing out and what that means from the standpoint of the resource. So really, really meaningful data.
We of course won't have final numbers until the season's over for this year, but looking back on last year for Region 3, 14,541 elk were harvested in Region 3, or about 49% of all the elk taken in Montana. And for deer, 14,578, or about 32% of all the deer harvested in Montana. This week near Bozeman, Chet Lehman, MTN News.
Thank you very much, Chet. Now, a new report found that the number of librarians in schools nationwide is on the decline. Tightened budgets, new technology, and reallocations of resources are being blamed. But as CBS News' Skylar Henry learned, some say the position of school librarian, it's evolving.
As students change class periods at Delaware's Woodbridge High, Harry Brake is usually somewhere in the media center.
Well, we have Olympic teams, they call it.
But still at his core are the books and helping students.
It's a place where they can actually create, but it's also a place where they can contemplate and relax. So Those are all things I think go under the radar.
Brake is among the growing number of media specialists who are concerned about the decline of school librarians across the country. A report by the School Librarian Investigation, Decline or Evolution, or SLIDE project, found more than 1,800 librarians in school districts across the country were out of a job during the pandemic, a 5% drop compared to before the pandemic.
Is that something that has been the standard, or is that something that's changed over time?
I think it's so different by school to school.
Brake says when districts navigate school budgets, even before COVID, librarians are often the first on the chopping block.
They're like, well, we don't really need somebody just solely for checking out books. We can get somebody that can do that.
SLIDE also found that only 10 states and D.C. mandate and enforce the employment of school librarians in public schools. 16 states have requirements but don't enforce them. 24 states don't have requirements for school librarians at all. Mark Lieberman is the school finance reporter for Education Week.
There's pretty robust evidence that students benefit from a school librarian, being available to them in a variety of ways, both academically and emotionally.
It's why Brake is pushing to categorize the profession as essential to help students now and in the future. Skyler Henry, CBS News, Greenwood, Delaware.
And the report also found that more than 13,000 school districts across the country, 3 out of 10 districts had no librarians in their school. And more than 4.4 million students in high poverty districts also had no librarian in their schools. That's more than half of all low-income students in the United States. Now, we're going to take a short break here on Montana This Morning, but when we come back, if you're looking to ask for a bump in your paycheck, well, we're going to explore how to ask your boss for a little extra money.
I'm John Matteries. With prices so high, it sure would be nice to have a little extra money in your paycheck next year. That's why we're looking for the best ways to ask your boss for a raise. Coming up.